Hello there, welcome to another video on investing in stocks. Talking about the stocks on my watch list for 2018. Now I'm looking to invest in one of them, so I would really appreciate if all of you let me know which of these stocks you think I should buy next, because I have money saved up and I want to push in to at least one of them. So it's going to be a little bit of everything. I'll quickly go through the reasons why I like these stocks. So as always, subscribe if you like it, drop me a comment if you have any questions. So starting off with an obvious one, Boeing. This company is very dominant, and it's also in an industry that is not going anywhere. It's not going away. It's aerospace, defense, and space, which are three of my favorite sectors to be in. More and more people are flying. The world is more connected. There is a big market for unmanned aerial vehicles, and there's also a big push into space and even commercial space flights, and Boeing is right there. Not just that, but it has a great brand. It's a very high barrier to entry to start making airplanes. It's pretty much the highest barrier to entry possible, so there's not a lot of new competition. And with the scale of Boeing, they could pretty much push out any smaller competition. They're big in Asia. They have a great CEO. It's a beloved company. And the stock also pays a 2% dividend. No, 2%, not 2.2, which makes it just an even safer investment. Now moving on to a similar American company, Waste Management. It's similar in the way that it's a dominant player in a must-have industry with a great dividend and a great CEO. Now, this is also a company you can feel really good about investing in because they deal with waste, which is a huge problem, and it's been a problem for a long time, long before we started talking about these plastic islands and everything. So if you want to do good and make good money, Waste Management, look no further. I strongly recommend you watch all the interviews this CEO has with Jim Cramer over at the Mad Money shows. He's been on that show multiple times. Very down-to-earth CEO. He's very disciplined, very safe about how he grows the business. I think this is the safest stock I've ever come across, not just because of the dividend, but because waste management is such an integral part of our society, and it's a spending post every city, every state, and every country has to have. You have to deal with the waste, and this is the biggest and best company for doing so. And moving on to maybe a little bit more exciting companies for you, it's PayPal. Good growth, strong innovation. It's in a, again, must-have industry. It's in the financial technology and payment industry, which is big and that is very saturated. There are many strong players such as Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, American Express, Square, etc. PayPal sticks out a little bit. They're obviously big on donations, big on internet payments, and this industry has a lot of room to grow. Even though in developed Europe and the United States, most people pay with cards and apps and stuff, there is still so much room to grow in emerging and underdeveloped markets such as China, India, Philippines, Bangladesh, Indonesia, most of Africa, some of Latin America. So many countries mainly depend on cash, paper and coin money still. So there's still a lot of room to grow for this industry, and PayPal is definitely at the forefront of innovation in this space, just as strong, if not stronger, than Visa and MasterCard. Now keep in mind, I'm already invested in Square, which is a super small financial tech company, so I do love the space, and PayPal to me is a good combination of strong growth but still a big safe company. Now to maybe the most exciting company on the list, it's the Chinese behemoth Tencent Holdings, the world's largest investment company, one of the largest companies, and especially in technology and gaming and streaming. They do online gaming, payment systems, streaming, video on demand, music distribution. They do messaging, artificial intelligence, you name it, Tencent does it, and they do it really well. An incredibly strong company, very safe, only pays like 0.2% dividend, but they're on fire, especially their video game section. Have you heard about two games called Fortnite and League of Legends, the two largest video games in the world? Yep, owned by Tencent. So this is a massive play. I think this company is way more exciting than the US tech giants, so definitely one to look for. And now to the smallest company on the list, still excites me. We're still in aerospace and unmanned aerial vehicles. It's going to be AeroVironment. Or however you pronounce that. A small company, very strong innovation. They're in very innovative sections such as aerospace, electric vehicles, drones. They have various partnerships with Lockheed Martin and NASA, two very big companies. I just think in general, a lot of things are going to be going on in the aerospace and unmanned vehicles, both in space, in aerospace and on ground. So I just think this is in general a very, very important industry, and this company is all about innovations, small projects or medium projects that could turn into something big. So they're in research stages on a lot of their products. As I said, they have research project together with Lockheed Martin and NASA, and they're getting a lot of support from those two. They've had some successful projects in the past, and I think this can definitely be a multi-bagger, just a company on fire. During this recent correction, the stock didn't even take a hit. It's at an all-time high. It's small, it's nimble. I think this is a sleeper stock and can definitely turn into a big company in the future. Now I'm rounding off with an ETF, have to have an ETF in there. It's GMF, which is the Emerging Asia Pacific ETF. It's mostly China, Taiwan, India and Thailand. Pays about 1.7% dividend, and I think this is a very exciting part of the world. I think a lot of the growth and innovation is happening here. So if you're going to go with an ETF outside of the US, might as well go with an Asian one. So let me know which stock you think I'm going to buy. It's going to be one of my largest holdings already. I'm ready to put the money in there, so let me know. Of course, if you have any other stocks you want to recommend, drop me a comment. But I would again really appreciate if you sort of just let me know which of these companies you like the best. As always, have a great one. See you in my next video.